Are film festivals actually worth it? Or are they just expensive popularity contests that drain your bank account and break your soul? As someone who submitted narrative work, docs, pilots, shorts, gotten accepted and won awards, I've also been rejected. A lot. Like a lot. But in the process, I think I've learned what festivals actually do for your project, and when they do absolutely nothing. Stick around. If you're new here, this is Todd Foolery, and I'm Todd, award-winning actor, writer, producer, video editor, and someone who's been through the film festival machine more times than I can count. I've had projects get into great festivals. I've had them get into festivals that were a complete waste of money and time. I've had projects get rejected where I was 100% sure they were a perfect fit. And I've had those festivals that were definitely just scammers taking my money. So, this is just some actual experience from an indie filmmaker who's learned some very hard lessons the hard way, so you don't have to. Let's break this down. All right, let's start with the positives, because festivals can be pretty dang amazing. Number one, credibility. A festival laurel on your poster or your thumbnail instantly tells people your work has been vetted. Press cares, programmers care, distributors care, even the audience cares. Whether we like it or not, it signals quality and validity. That's the fact. Number two, networking. I am so serious when I say some of the best connections I've made came from festivals. You have opportunities to meet filmmakers, actors, programmers, producers, sometimes distributors are there, and honestly, half the value is just being in the room with people on the same grind, like-minded, who understand their journey. Recently, I was a jury member at the New York City Web Fest, and wanna guess how that happened? I connected with the founder when my project screened at her festival the year prior. I even met the programmer of a streaming service one year, and that actually led to getting paid to have it licensed on that platform. 3, audience reactions.
Let me tell you, there's nothing like that feeling of sitting in a dark room watching real people react to your work. That's why I'm in show business, baby.
It's a great way to learn what hits, what doesn't, and what you thought was super deep, but actually needed more work. One time I discovered my humor wasn't landing, like, at all. But afterwards, I was able to go back, tighten up the editing, and get it to hit stronger at the next one, so it all worked out. Number 4, exposure to the industry. Major festivals have buyers, reps, press, people who can actually move the needle forward. If your goal is distribution, some festivals really do open doors, but cue title screen. Here's the part no one warns you about, okay? Number 1, it gets expensive, figgity fast. Bruh, imagine you just spent whatever little money you had to finish up your film. Wow, congrats, that's so awesome. Now, festival fees can be anywhere between $10 all the way up to $100, with most falling around the $40 to $50 range. Now, multiply that by 20 festivals and suddenly you realize I should have set some money aside for this because this is adding up. Number 2, truthfully, most festivals won't change your career, like, at all. Unless you're talking big players like Tribeca, TIFF, or Sundance, most festivals exist to fund themselves. And some festivals are basically screenings for the filmmakers and their families. And while there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely nothing wrong, just don't go in expecting a distribution deal just because you were selected for a film festival. Number 3, programming bias is real. Look, you can have a great film and still get rejected. Sometimes your genre isn't trending that year. Sometimes your film theme is just over-submitted. Sometimes they only have room for one Black project, or one queer project, or one documentary about grief, or one comedy, or whatever. You could literally be in the top 5% and still not get a slot. That's just the reality. Number 4, festivals are not a marketing plan. A laurel is not a strategy. It does not guarantee press, money, views, or deals. Also, please don't equate an official selection to the festival marketing your film, because while some will make a post about it here or there, most won't. So you'll still have to do the work around the festival to make it matter. All right, so now that I laid it all out, how do you decide whether or not festivals are worth it for you? Simple. Ask yourself these questions. 1, what's my goal? Do I want press? Do I want an audience? Do I want industry access? Or do I just want to celebrate with my friends? Any of these is okay. Number 2, does the festival actually support my type of work? If your film is a rom-com, don't submit to a horror festival. I know it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised. And you also have to be brutally realistic sometimes. If you're telling an artsy indie film through a black queer perspective, maybe don't aim at a festival that never programs black queer stories. And look, I know it sounds harsh, but rather than throwing $40 to $50 at a festival where you have a 1% chance of being selected, find a festival that uplifts your community or your identity instead. It's a better use of your money. Number 3, will the industry be there? If the answer is no, and your goal is distribution, I don't know, maybe just save your money. Number 4, can I afford the fees without regret? This is real talk, okay? Festival submissions should feel like a marketing expense, not like you're gambling away rent money. And yes, while some festivals restrict how long ago a film was made, there's really no rush to start your festival run. If you need to, spend some time putting money aside for it. Yeah, Todd, but are they worth it? Well, the answer is a big ol' it depends. They are definitely worth it if you're strategic, you pick festivals that align with your project, you care about networking and building your community, you want credibility and/or press, and you understand they aren't going to make or break your film. Okay? Now, film festivals are not worth it if you're submitting blindly, you're hoping a festival will magically launch your career, you're broke and you're stressed. No, I'm serious about that one. Your mental health is very important in this. If you think a laurel will be the thing that saves your film, it won't. Or you're treating festivals like a lottery ticket. Please don't. The key is knowing that festivals are just one option of many for your film. They're a tool, not a miracle, okay?
That ain't no man! You can see her real hair right there! Do you mind? I know you better get out of my face! Out of my face! Out of my face!
So yeah, if you play the game intentionally, festivals are worth it. But remember, your time, your money, and your art deserve strategy. Not desperation, not FOMO or blind guessing. Strategy. If you want, I'm happy to do a follow-up video breaking down an effective festival run, or a video highlighting the best festivals for specific genres, or maybe like community demographics, or I don't know, maybe one on the best festivals for web shows. Drop your comments below and let me know. Oh, and tell me what kind of project you're working on. I'd love to hear about it. And look, if you're into real, honest breakdowns about filmmaking, marketing, and surviving the industry as an indie creator, go ahead and hit that like, notification bell, and subscribe button for new videos every other week. Keep creating dope films, friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Programmers care, just drip 1 year, and I let that, or maybe one on the best festivals for specific genre, like the dolphin says.